Previously on Tales of Function, Season 2 of The Engine. Artemis. Tonight, Osiris. Earth year, 60,250 BCE. Gertini Galaxy. Freely System. Planet Freely. Gamma 308. The two Fae scientists slide back from the table. Jeb asks Newt, "Did you send him the message?" Stoneface and resolute, Newt nods. "I did. He has received it." Jeb looks at their watch and taps their foot nervously. "He's not going to like the boy," Jeb says. "Well, that's because that's not what he asked us to build. He asked for a great warrior, and we build him a boy obsessed with technology." Her face turns from frustrated to concerned to loving as she looks to her mate, and then to the boy who sits on the floor, quietly. He reprograms a small domestic bot from chorebot to pet, and within moments the bot is playing fetch quite readily. Newt says, although truthfully, look at him. What's not to love? She places her hand over Jeb's. Many hours later, the two Fae scientists stare down at the boy. Next to them, and also staring down, is an old man in black robes. The old man frowns. "Allfather, why are you displeased?" Odin turns and faces Jeb. He places his hand on their shoulder and says, "That's because I did not and do not relish the form you have chosen. I do wish you hadn't done this. Imagine sending this one to face untold dangers." The old man smiles gently at the boy. "I will have to do that, you know." The old man in the robe strokes his beard thoughtfully and then asks, "Have you named him?" Newt steps forward. "Osiris, my lord. His name is Osiris." The old man squats down next to the boy and holds out his hand. The two rise and turn toward the door. "Jeb, Newt, please say goodbye to Osiris. Say goodbye to us. Forever." Hello everybody, I'm Nate, your GM, and with me tonight, very, very specially, is Ethan. Hello Ethan, he'll be playing Osiris. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Nate?
Good, I'm well. Super excited to have you here.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be here.
Also with us, playing shotgun, riding shotgun, sitting in cheap seats.
Yeah.
However you want to do it. Kyler is with us. Hello, Kyler.
Good
Kyler
side.
plays Function 2 Silver in our game.
Yeah, that's me.
That's him. It's really good to have you guys here. Did you have a good day? Everybody cool?
Yeah.
You ready to get into this?
Yeah.
I woke up ready, and then I went back to sleep, but I'm here now, so we're good.
It's all been done.
It's one of those days.
Okay, let's play. Hooray!
All right, let's go.
Outside of time, creator time, no time, however you want to think of it. You're sitting in a black, comfortable chair in an all-black room. All around you are what seem like very high-tech instruments and tools and, well, pieces and parts of what look like bodies, legs, arms, etc. You're not afraid or upset. Across from you sits an old man with a white beard and short white hair. He's wearing a black turtleneck and black slacks. "Hello, Osiris. I am Odin. I'm your father in a manner of speaking." He pauses and gently smiles at you, almost expectantly. What do you do?
I say hi back. Hey, what's up?
No, that's so perfect. Hey, what's up? Okay, so whatever you want to do.
Have you played actual D&D before?
I did in middle school once.
Okay.
And then I played with Liam my freshman year. It was like after homecoming.
Huge.
We didn't finish the game.
Oh.
I still wonder what happens.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're still curious about those characters.
I
Just
do.
lost in that land.
Yeah,
Well, this is
exactly.
pretty much the same setup, but instead of like the actual rolling up the dice, if you want to do an action, you pretty much roll or slap whatever on here that you would do. Like, let's say...
So, say I want to perceive.
Yep, so then you would slap the modifier, and it will automatically roll for you. Yep, and then it calculates that for you. And
18.
yeah, pretty much this...
18?
Yeah.
Is that something you wanted to do? Did you want to perceive?
Yeah, I wanted to perceive.
The reason you're not afraid is because obviously the legs and arms and torsos and stuff were used to build other beings, right? You don't sense any kind of anything out of place here in this place. Odin looks at you. He says, "Hey, I know things are confusing right now, but someone else wants to meet you very, very much. Is that okay?"
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. I want you to imagine anywhere that you can that you would like to go, and then describe it and tell me all about it.
There's this cool little spot up 3 hours from here, Canada Creek Ranch, nice wooded lake. It's a place called Crystal Lake, clear waters, really nice to swim in. Bright summer sun. Like that, that'd be nice, be chill.
And in a blink, you're standing on the edge of a lake with Odin, and the bright summer morning sun, the lake is rippling and shimmering with that light. And behind you is a path that leads up and around the lake, up into the foothills, around the lake. And then there's, areas near the lake you could explore. What would you like to do?
Let's go for a swim.
So you quietly take your little jewelry off and all your fancy stuff that you have, that is really actually mostly tech. And you dive into the water, and in moments you're swimming further than you meant to. It just feels good, and you're getting a good stroke into the water, so you move quite quickly. And quickly you notice that there's a light shining below in the water. And you dive down below, the light grows and grows and grows until it warms you completely. And you realize you're no longer swimming, and you step bravely into the light and love of the Creator, who accepts you immediately. What an imagination you have on you. You will be very important. The light continues to grow until you have to shut your eyes, and when you open them again, you're back on the beach staring up at Odin. And next to him is a young woman. The old man is fading slowly into nothingness, and you hear him say, "Care for him, Hera. Keep him safe." He turns to you. "Listen to Hera, Osiris. We will meet again soon. There's work to be done."
You got adopted!
Yippee! Or stolen, however you want to think of it.
You try and think of the brighter side of
Do you
things.
want to you want to think of it in terms that aren't so horrifying? But yeah, no, a god just stole you from
Stolen,
your original
adopted.
parent. Earth Year 1, BCE, 1 year before the final battle on Earth. A distant universe, a distant galaxy, a distant system. Outside, on the engine. Kyler, this is going to sound really familiar to you.
I was about to say.
That last section, Osiris, was difficult because you're not terribly strong. Deciphering the color of the barbs and which one to climb, that was easy. Some of them blew up, you figured it out really quickly. But the climb has left you winded, and you pull yourself up onto what appears to be another platform like the one you started on when you got here. You've been sent here by Odin to install an artifact deep in the heart of the engine, directly in line with the power coupling. It's a powerful weapon for the upcoming war. And now that you're here on this platform, there is a thick mist suddenly, and you can't see more than 10 feet. Straining to see, instead you hear a sound you don't care for. A low, guttural growl. Then a disgusting, boil-covered creature with 3 legs and 2 tentacles that have mouths on the ends of those tentacles. attacks you as a tentacle shoots out and grasps at you, trying to pull you into its mouth. Okay, so you need to roll a damage for the mouth that just bit you.
All right, roll a damage.
So that's a d20 of damage, please. And then you need to do a dexterity saving throw because it's got you in its grasp. 12 will do it. You're flung. It's got you in its arms, and then it tries to just pitch you off of the edge. But you're able to kind of grab onto the platform before you slide too far at all, even. And then you're up. It's now your turn. Well, actually, what do you do is the better question because it has attacked you. Typically, we'd be launching into combat here, but you're welcome to do whatever you'd like to do.
Let's see. I'll go ahead. Let's get a little adventurous, launch into combat. But what do you advise, Kyler? Is that?
I was gonna say, I'm kind of curious. Do you have any spells?
Oh yeah,
Spells.
There.
Spells. Here we go.
it's mostly.
All right. So let's see. You drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into psychic energy.
No, that's crazy. Is that really? What is that?
You drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of the one creature you can see within range. Yeah, it's the mind sliver.
Ugh.
The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn.
Is that what you want to do?
It sounds pretty cool.
Sounds pretty baller. Okay, so then what? I gotta make a wisdom saving throw. Is that what I hear?
Yeah. Let's see, you have to an intelligence saving throw. Yeah.
Ooh, that's better for you. Uh-oh, that's an 18 though.
Oh no.
I think I just need to beat your 13 probably.
His save DC is 19.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay, well I fail. Wow, he powerful god.
Oh yeah.
17
17
damage.
You see this creature kind of shrink down like one does when they have a sharp pain in their head, and you see him rear back in anger again. Do you have how many attacks per action? Do you have
attacks per action? Where am I looking?
So click back into actions.
He has one attack.
Okay.
Go back up top.
There we go.
Right there. That shows you how many
attacks per action. 1.
Yeah. Just make sure you didn't get shorted. Okay, cool. So this thing is angry. It's gonna lash out at you.
Oh snap!
Oh, that's gonna do it. 24 definitely hits you.
Oh wow.
19 damage, please.
19 damage.
As it chonks into your
I see.
arm. This guy's got a real fire in his eyes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got a real...
Really
seems
a little angry.
comfy look.
Your turn.
All right. Okay, so I go ahead and go back into attack to do something.
Yeah. You can cast another spell.
+5. We're gonna use the controller lightning.
Oh wait, doesn't seem too bad, right?
That's where you ask. Does a 14 hit?
Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Ooh, now you can roll damage.
All right, damage. Come on, give me some good damage. 39 damage.
Oof. Oof. This thing has lost one of its legs, and it's shooting some kind of black ichor out onto the platform. And the mist is getting worse, and it's getting angrier, and it lashes out again with its teeth. That's a 10. That misses. It is your turn.
All right, here we go again. Can I use the same thing, or should I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did a 21.
A 21 hits for sure.
Nice. Okay, damage. 39 again.
Oof. So this thing skitters is the best way to say it. Skitters off into the mist. And you hear kind of a scurrying, and then the mist begins to clear, and you see this platform has a single door.
I think I want to go through this door, right? Yeah.
You step through the door and into complete darkness, and as the door closes, the reality around you changes, and suddenly you're standing behind a massive satellite dish on a snowy landscape. You seem to be in a military camp of some type. Can I have you make a history check, please.
History check.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh yeah, right here. History. Go ahead and just press this guy.
Yes.
I rolled a.
He rolled a nat 20.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to tell you everything I know. Ready? You were expecting this completely, because the intel on the engine describes it as having the ability to morph a perceived reality into whatever it wants to best confuse the intruder. Intel also indicates that whatever is most repeated in the vision is the thing that Shiva is probably trying to hide with these visions. In this case, most likely the power coupling access where you will install the artifact, which is what you're looking for, the power coupling.
Yeah.
You do a quick scan using onboards on your helmet and obtain an overview map of the camp and surrounding area, which we have here. You are standing behind one. What do you do? I think the most important thing to remind you of, and I'm going to say it one more time for you, Intel indicates that whatever is the most repeated in the vision you're having is the thing that she is probably trying to hide. So whatever you're looking for is probably the thing that is most repeated in the vision.
Okay, most repeated in what I'm seeing.
Yep. Yep.
And feel free to ask questions.
Yeah, whatever you want to ask. Yep.
Yeah.
These I think your helmet just kind of assigns these locations for you. Just says, okay, these are obviously satellite dishes. So
satellite dishes.
Here's what you're standing behind it. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I'm at one. The one satellite dish.
Yep.
Oh, do I want to wander over to two or?
Could we get a brief reminder as to what his mission is?
Yeah, a brief reminder of the mission.
Correct. So you've been sent here by Odin to install an artifact deep in the heart of the engine, directly in line with a power coupling.
So the engine is pretty much this giant, huge machine of the sort, and it's capable of doing quite a bit that we can get into later. But our job is kind of to thwart it, or like get it to pause it, get it to stop, malfunction, anything of the sort. And that is what you're here to do. You're installing a specific part in a key location. I like this better.
Yeah.
And you just got to find said location, and Shiva, the one in control of this, has thwarted the area and is doing her best to hide that spot from you.
We're outside in those bright snow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just trying to find that
coupling. Correct.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use this stuff here, right?
Yes. So you're pretty much free to do whatever you want, just as long as you keep in mind that end goal and what you want to do here.
So I think I should perceive, right? Because I mean I can't lie to anybody, like so, or stealth, sneak around, look around.
Yeah, you could try
good instincts.
Around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you going?
How about let's see, can I just go anywhere?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I'm looking for like a big machine type area, right? So or not necessarily big.
This is a disguise. What you're experiencing right now, this reality, is a disguise.
Yeah.
You're not really here.
Right.
You're looking for a pattern here, something that is repeated.
How about just stealthily go to satellite 2 or something?
Sure.
Sweet.
Okay, so roll that stealth check.
Stealth. 22.
Oh, well, you can say whenever it starts with that base number 20, you can just say a nat 20.
Nat 20.
You do this awesome, stealthy moves between these buildings on your way to the next satellite, and you realize you're not sure why. You're not sure why. There doesn't seem to be anybody about.
Right.
But you get all the way to 2, no problem, and in a very sneaky order. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, I'm at 2. There's nobody really around. Yeah. Just investigation. There you
go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and investigate.
Seen anything else?
I see. But the 25. Yeah. So I got 25.
Okay. Cool. There's a control panel here that you could probably try to slice into, being that you're Osiris.
I'll go ahead and slice into that. So.
Okay.
How am I gonna hit it?
This will be Arcana. So Arcana is the skill we use for tech.
All right, so this is the opposite of saying a nat 20.
Oh my goodness, do you get a 1?
That one, yeah.
Can you take a d20 of damage as a bolt of electricity shoots up through the control panel into your arms?
Ah, snap. All right. typing in that 20.
Oh, wait, no. You don't want to take 20 damage.
Oh, I don't want
roll
to.
the d20 to see how much damage.
Oh, okay.
Roll the d20. Take that 20. No.
Yeah,
he could heal, by the way, from his last... Oh, no. He cannot. I apologize.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll a d20. 4. That's not...
Yeah, that's not bad. That's good. That's what you want.
I got a little static shock.
Yeah. No big deal.
So now you...
Just type that in.
Yeah.
But it does come on. You do get a shock. And it does come on. But it is appeared to be just a satellite controls for this satellite.
All right. So it's not of huge interest to me, is it? It's just
there's nothing. You don't perceive anything else. I'll just get you. Your passive must be huge. What's his passive perception?
So these are your passives. So if you roll, let's say it does ask for a wisdom or a perception check, you would roll, let's say you got an 18. Because it's lower than your passive, you would just say your passive, which is 22.
Oh my god. Yep, there's nothing else in this satellite that is of interest to you in any way, shape, or form.
All right, so I'm just going to go investigate number 3 because it's right over there.
Huge.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and click investigate, roll on it.
Okay, I'm going to allow that. It's a very... I'm going to let you ride that high from that earlier sneak, which was a nat 20. It carries over into this one. So you kind of roll over into this area. And you got a what?
19.
So same thing, another control panel that you could access.
Well, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think it.
All right.
Yeah, no. Doesn't see. Should I look into it? Or?
From the sounds of things, it kind of sounded like same one as the previous one.
Yeah, I would say it seems the same. So I don't need to look at it.
Yeah, there's nothing other than the control panel here that is of interest to you.
Okay. Can I go investigate 4?
Yeah, good.
Let's go look at 4. And if 4 is nothing.
Are you
doing anything to get over there, or just walking straight there?
I mean, there's still nobody around, right?
As far as you know.
As far as I know. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and perceive. Okay, I'm going to roll on perceive.
So I would have alerted you with that high of a passive. What did you get?
I got 27.
Oh my god.
Or a nat 20.
No, another nat 20. Okay. Yeah, this military encampment, you get the very strong sense it's deserted.
Yeah.
Deserted.
All right, word. I'm just gonna walk. Can I don't have to just go to these satellites, right? Can I go into one of the buildings and walk around?
You can.
Yeah. I mean, if I get the sense that it's deserted, I'm gonna go into not the building that your arrow's on, but the place in the center.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Because you're like here.
Yeah, because I'm there. So I'll just walk over there.
You enter through this what is like a standard kind of door, and you enter a space that seems not right. It seems not empty, like the room is empty. It seems like empty, like you're not even sure what you're standing in or on.
All right.
It seems
Yeah,
like it was like not. Yeah, like it was like not finished, but just not thought about even finishing.
Wow. Huh. Well, this place is lame. Can I leave?
You can leave.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
Saying that place is lame is so Osiris.
You checked 2 and 3, right?
Yeah, I checked 2 and 3.
Okay.
I mean, I see a few satellites. There's got to be a significance, right, to there being multiple satellites with numbers. I'm gonna go look at 4. Can I investigate 4?
Correct.
Yeah.
Nothing in this one as well. Just passively. You becoming an old hand at this. There's a control panel, and then nothing that speaks to you in any other way.
Wow. Control panel, but nothing else. Onward to 6.
Same.
Same?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So there's 5.
Same.
Just okay. So there's no significance to these things. All right.
You never checked 1.
Wow.
If you
It's
want.
true. You didn't.
If you want to.
I'll go ahead and walk all the way back to 1.
Same.
Oh wow.
You might have to do some further investigating at some of the
I'm really
other
getting my
ones.
steps in at this point.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, I did like a whole.
I'll review the mission objectives.
Mission
And
objective.
all the information you've been given. Review all the information you've been given prior to this moment.
I'll go ahead for a review.
Okay. I'm going to make you earn it. Can I have a history check?
History check? Yeah, sure. 26.
Earned. The engine morphs into a reality that confuses the intruder.
Yes.
Intel also indicates that whatever Shiva is most trying to hide, she hides in the most repeated thing in the vision that you're having.
Most repeated thing in the vision that I'm having. But it's not the satellites, because is it the snow? Or no. Kyler, do you have any insights?
I have a healthy amount of insight.
Right.
That I don't really want to.
Yeah, you should. Don't blurb out to me, but.
Well, there's plenty you can do here. There's only so much that you can interact with.
Right. Well, I mean, I checked all the satellites. That's nothing. I went into that one house.
You've checked one. You've looked at them all. You've only checked one.
Correct.
Oh, snap.
But I
do not want to check them all.
I will head you off at the pass here. I was assuming that your sense of the first one with your tech skill kind of give you a sense that they were all just controls for the satellites.
Yeah.
So no checking needed.
Okay.
Oh, now the smug face comes out because that means I've got Kyler in my puzzle.
Yeah.
How about just for the fun of it, can I wander into the building with the black roof?
This guy?
That guy.
You do. It seems the exact same as this building, kind of unfinished or even started.
Right. I'm sensing a pattern here. I mean, like, all this stuff is just fake, so, like, it's not gonna really have much for me, right?
Yeah, the buildings?
Yeah, the buildings.
Yep.
Like,
fair to assume.
Yeah. All that's fake.
You have everything you need to solve this bad boy.
Is it in the trees?
You'd have to go see.
Oh, can I wander off into the trees?
You do. And within moments, you're very positive that you've latched on it. This is the most repeated thing in this vision. There's the trees. And in moments, you are ready to attach this artifact that you pull out of your bag and attach it into the coupling as the whole vision starts to kind of fade away. So can I have an Arcana check?
Arcana check. Here we go. Go ahead and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. 29.
And you snap it into place, and it cloaks. Like it's not even there. And the entire illusion falls away, and what happens is you realize you're being attacked by these buzzing drone bots that are all around you. And as alarms are kind of blaring, you turn and realize you're standing in a hallway. You race to the end of it and make a turn. Can I have you? I need you to navigate 5 of these.
Navigate?
Yep. So you're going to do dexterity saving throw, followed by a survival check.
17.
You dodge these bots as they swoop at you.
Nice.
And then a survival check, please.
Survival check.
Yeah.
As you get to the end of the hallway and you're not sure where to go, the survival check is going to kind of give you the instinct.
All right, so it's 4.
You're not sure. Pick a direction, left or right.
Let's go right.
All right. Dexterity saving throw as you race to the end of this hallway and arrive at another junction.
All right, so dexterity?
Yep.
11.
One of the bots slams into your back as you're running and kind of just plows you into the ground. Can I have a d20 of damage, please? And then take that damage.
5. That's not too bad.
Yeah. And as you just kind of slide into this intersection here, another survival check to kind of get a sense of where.
19.
19 tells you to turn left, and it tells you that your last turn was correct. So you race to the end of this. Can I get a dexterity saving throw, please?
15.
One of the bots fires some type of slicing, spinning kind of...
Tron disc.
Beyblade sort of ish. Yeah, Tron disc. Okay.
Beyblade, I know exactly what you're talking about now. You said Beyblade. All right.
And it slices into you. Can I have another d20 of damage?
Just imagining one of the drones having those arms built specifically for
slinging
the Beyblade.
Rip it.
Let it rip. 9.
Take that damage.
Oh, no.
And then a survival check as you've reached the end of another passage. 1, 2, 3.
Survival.
This would be the
Oh, 2.
That's a... What was the base roll?
Oh, the base roll?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Like the first number on there.
1.
Oh, no, Ethan.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's...
You turn left instinctually, and you turn into a sea of these bots. Can I have you take 3 d20 as they all kind of just slam into you?
Oh, shit.
And then take that damage.
29.
As you spin around and race away, you know you're getting close to the end. You need to make one more dexterity saving throw as another swarm of bots.
So either a 1 or 20.
Okay, so 6.
6. Oh.
Yeah.
These bots slam into you as well. 2 more d20 of damage.
24.
Oof.
Oh, God.
How you doing?
Half health.
Oh.
Half health.
You burst through the door and back out onto the platform and slam the door as the bots kind of slam into it. You're quiet for a moment as you gather yourself and prepare for the climb down to your ship. May I have a perception check, please?
Perception, here we go.
So that's where you would say you're passive instead.
Passive.
Is 19, right?
22.
22.
Yeah, only time you would not choose that one is
Right.
if it's either higher or if you roll a nat 1.
Yeah.
You have the feeling that Shiva is trying to read your mind. And can I have an intelligence check?
There we go.
Like a saving throw or just a
Check.
Okay. So then this one is just a regular intelligence. So then,
Right here?
Yeah.
Go ahead, click. I got 14 right here.
Okay. You can tell that she can't read your mind, and she's becoming enraged. Osiris, you can tell you're being invaded mentally, so you take control. In nanoseconds, you're standing in a white void. 10 feet across from you, Shiva stands, beautiful, blue, multi-armed, and menacing. She raises all of her arms to you and reaches out as she steps forward. You raise your hand and hold it out in a stop gesture, and then you quickly make a fist, and the vision and Shiva are gone, except for her torturous shrieking. And as brave as you feel from winning this battle, you're confident you'll hear that shriek in your dreams. Earth year 3531 CE, Mycelia Galaxy, and Sovngarde. Osiris, you watch Mercury and Riot Girl slog through the Sherlock Holmes program running on the Orplace Playpen Hardlight Simulator. You've made it relatively impossible for them to succeed, but you thought it might be fun to crank the settings on the game, and as Riot Girl is blasted with a plasma weapon essentially mortally wounding her, you step in. You heal them, deliver the message your father gave you, and now, as you're getting to know them, Hera's calling. You tell them you have to go, and as you switch off with them, you intend to unplug and join Hera for creation practice. And as you do, you feel a jolt, a tug on the data stream, and a feeling of dread enters your heart, and you hear, "You are so cute. Hello, little guy." What do you do?
In life, I'd probably run, but what do I do in this game? I gonna perceive? Can I perceive?
Your passive is good enough to.
Oh no.
There's nothing. You can't see anything, and you're in this data stream, which is. Think of it's not a maze. It's just an insanely complicated space full of all places that you could hide. All kinds of hiding places.
Okay, so should I stealth? Shall I stealth? Run away? Or?
I'm trying to think of what I would do. So it's you don't really know where the source is,
right? So
or what it is that's kind of speaking in your mind. So I would try and I'm trying to think about what I would do if it were me.
I have a -1 intimidation, so I feel I
would not
going to intimidate the guy.
Yeah. I would try and source the voice.
Source the voice. Okay.
So that would require investigation.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll investigate. I'll see what this guy's up to. Just rolled 14.
23. I rolled against you, stealthy. So as you look for this source of this voice, it seems to evade you. Yeah, you don't see it anywhere, and it starts to taunt you.
Oh man!
Little whispers that just kind of
voice called you cute. You got that going. You could.
Can I call him names?
You could try and. Yeah, you could try and reach out to the name, try and get a response for the voice. I mean.
All right, let me see. Yeah, so okay, not gonna persuade him. What if I just come out talking about religion?
Well, you don't need to roll.
Excuse me, voice. Where are you on your walk with Odin?
You do not necessarily need to roll anything to talk unless you are trying to get an end goal.
Oh yeah, so I'm not. So I can just talk if I want to.
Yeah, it's
if you're trying to get me to do something, though, if your talk has a purpose, then you would use persuasion. Yes. Yeah. If you're trying to make me think something, you would either use deception or performance. I would allow as well if you're going to do something like that.
So if you want
performance,
so you got to decide if you want to try and draw the voice out, if you want to try and convince the voice that something that it may not.
Yeah.
How would you go about the situation?
I'm gonna say I want to draw this guy out. So I feel like the way to do that is with performance, right? Like to act sort of hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Maybe
want to have some brownies? And
you hear the voice say, "I've been set up before. I won't be set up again." With this brownie bullshit. The voice is having
damn it, foiled again.
LOL.
The stream, so at this point the stream feels like it's becoming weaker and you can't be trapped in the data stream.
Yeah, no. So
are we saying that we can't allow him to be trapped, or it's impossible for him to be trapped?
Bad to be trapped in the data stream.
Yeah, I don't want to be stuck here. So what if I just want to ignore him? What if I just want to ignore him and get back to go?
Could try detect magic and see if there's any interaction. This makes it a lot more menacing.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to move to it.
Yeah. I mean, I could detect magic, but I feel like he's probably magic, right?
Well, if you do this, you could find out where said magic is.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and click use on the detect magic.
There is not. You don't sense any magic, but you have come to know magic as being extreme tech, right?
Yeah.
Or extreme use of tech, right? Any misunderstood technology is magic, right? Yeah. But you hear all these whispers going on around you. You sense extreme tech. You sense a technology that's beyond. So yes, there's magic, large scale magic. Not everywhere, but it's in the data stream impossible to kind of pinpoint where it is because it's kind of spinning all around.
Yeah.
The magic is.
Should I just investigate? I feel like I got plenty of questions, so I should investigate.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'll go ahead and investigate. 18.
12. For a moment in the stream, you see a ripple, and so you move to it just as something disappears. Can you do let's do opposed stealth checks.
So just go ahead to...
You just press stealth, yeah?
Stealth? Cool. 21.
Beats my 13. You see very clearly a donkey jackal-headed being, and you realize it is one of your nemesis, Seth.
I hate that guy.
We do hate Seth.
Yes, Seth.
Freaking Seth.
I had a friend who had a boyfriend named Seth. Hated him.
The worst.
Yeah.
Seth.
Now I'd like you to do a survival check.
Survival check?
Yep.
I have 11.
Okay. I have a 18 intimidation check. So you are afraid of this. sight.
Yeah, but, I'm afraid, but I feel like I'm a brave guy. So I'm going to stand there and stare at him.
Oh, give him the old stink eye.
Yeah, I'm trying to hide my fear, not overtly just run away. Or am I going to run, too?
Then make a Constitution saving throw. See if you got the nuts. Does it be my 18?
Oh, no, it's 17.
Okay, because I was intimidating you with an 18, and that's good. So you turn. Now you are definitely afraid.
Yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and run away.
All right.
So all right. Now you're running. So running, jumping, or climbing uses athletics. This would be athletics check. We're gonna do an opposed athletics check. Okay.
All right, gonna go ahead and roll on that.
You're terrible at that, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, quite bad. Oh, I got like a 3.
Oh.
Do you have a -1? He has a -1.
I have a -1.
Well, he is a skinny little arm boy, right? Like skinny,
yeah,
he's
skinny
like
arm boy.
Yeah. That does not beat my 22. And as you race away, Seth catches you quite quickly, and slams a black bag over your head, and you are snatched away and pulled back against your original path, back through the data stream somewhere else.
I hate it when this happens.